Hey guys, the Jace Dog here, and welcome to round number 2, the review recap of the Daily Telegraph's Super Coach for the NRL. That's right guys, if you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or even on my Facebook Live page guys, I pretty much said that I missed out on round 1. Now I did get into round 2, I made my team, and we're going to go through my team in this round number 2's recap review, where we're going to look at how our players went. We're also going to talk about how everything went down, and of course the scores of the matches and which matches I reckon did the best. And of course we will hopefully have up in the next day or so the preview for round number 3, which will talk about any changes to the team, any players that I've brought into the team, and just stuff like that. So guys, let's get right into this one. If you do want to follow me on any social medias, make sure you do guys. I have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Twitch. They're all linked in the description down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to join the dog squad. Tick the little bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. And guys, don't forget to hit that like button hard to show your support for the channel and this new Super Coach NRL series on the channel. But guys, here we go. So, as you can see, I haven't really used my trades. We have 22k left in our salary, so that's not that bad. I've seen some other people that only have like, what, 2k left, so we're doing pretty well. So before we get into the teams, I want to quickly talk about the actual matches. Just really quickly, just a recap, like quickly going through to say the scores and who I actually picked in my actual tips, because if you don't know, I'm doing this, but I'm also doing tab bets as well. So I'm gonna let you know how many I got right and how many I got wrong. So in the first match, we had the Sharks versus the Dragons, and of course, the Dragons won 20-16. I had the Sharks tipped in that one, I believe. Yes, I had the Sharks tipped in that one. I don't know why I tipped them. It's just randomly I clicked it, and yeah, I probably should have went with the Dragons. In my heart, it was telling me to go with the Dragons, but I didn't, and I kind of regret that now. But second match, we had the Roosters versus the Bulldogs. I chose the Roosters, and the Roosters won 30-12. So that was a very good one right there. Next we had was the Broncos versus the Cowboys, and the Broncos ended up winning 24-20. And now I chose the Cowboys because I thought the Cowboys would come out strong in that match. I do like the Broncos a lot more than the Cowboys, but I still do like the Cowboys, but I just chose the Cowboys and it didn't work out for me. So next match we had was the Warriors versus the Titans. It was 20-8. The Warriors they won, and I chose the Warriors in that match. So that was a great match to have the Warriors in. They played very well. Next match we had the Panthers versus the Rabbitohs. I ended up choosing the Panthers. Panthers went on to win against the Rabbitohs 18-14. Coming back from a 14-0 pretty much losing state, they came back and won. That was awesome. I had the Panthers. Next match was, of course, the Tigers versus Storm. If you know me, guys, you know exactly who I chose in this match. Everyone else was going for the Storm. Everyone said the win over the Roosters last week in round number 1 was a fluke. But your boy backs up his team every single week, no matter what. And then, of course, the Tigers came out to get a 10-8 win over the Storm, which was just very good. A lot of penalty goals conceded on both teams in that match. Of course, the next match was probably most likely the most dominant match, and it was the Seagulls versus the Eels. Now, the Seagulls went on to win 54-0. Jesus, that's right, 54-0. I had the Seagulls. I chose the Seagulls in that match, and I'm pretty glad I did, because if I chose the Eels, I probably would have been kicking myself right now. And of course, the last match was the Knights versus the Raiders, and the Knights won 30-28. Now, I chose the Knights in that match, so I was pretty happy that the boys won. And of course, like I said, I got pretty well in this in my tab bets this week. I didn't win any money, of course, because I got knocked out because I had a couple of losses. However, like I said, we got 6 out of the 8 matches. So now that we've talked about that, I want to start putting that into every recap review just at the start. But now let's go through our team. As you can see, this was our lineup. I haven't changed anything. I don't think their scores are the actual legit ones. I know we have to go and have a look in our game day to see our scores, so that's okay. But as you can see, my lineup was, of course, we had Slade Griffin as our hooker. We had Martin Tapau and Tom Burgess in the front rows. We had Harris, Rocco, and Kikau in our second row forwards. We had our halfback was, of course, Cleary, and he was my captain. Munster was my vice captain, and he is my 5'8". My wings and centers consist of Roberts, Mitchell, Hiku, and Thompson. What does this say next to Thompson's name? Ruled out, the Tigers round 2 clash against the Storm. Nufalama will come onto the right wing. That didn't happen though. I believe Nufalama played fullback and Thompson was still on the wing anyway, so that was pretty cool though to see Nufa come back. And of course Ponga as my fullback. My bench consists of, in the match of course, like the purple ones are the ones that were actually on my bench. So we had Cook, Lodge, Brooks and Copley. But we also had in our reserves, we have Lou, we have Bromwich, Arrow, Louis, Marshall, Ross, O'Neill and Kahu. So that's not too bad of a lineup in my opinion, guys. Now, we did pretty damn well. As you can see, this is our team value right here. That's the projected for round 3. So of course my projection for round number 2 was 1027. I believe we were just short of that. I believe we were like 1023. So we almost beat our projected score, but it was actually pretty cool. So now that we've looked at that, let's quickly go into my, I guess you could say my lineup type for the match day of round number 2. So here we are, we're on the game day thing. So as you can see, that was the score that we got. Like I said, my aim, like the projected score that we had to aim for was 1027. We were just short 5. We were just short 4, so that's not too bad. I'm okay with that, to tell you the truth. But of course, this is how the, I guess you could say, the projection and how they scored. So as you can see, Griffin did pretty well. Did pretty well indeed. He got 41. He was projected to get 39. So I'm pretty happy with that. I know Cook did a lot better. As you can see down here, Cook was projected to get 48 and he ended up getting 81. So I was pretty damn happy with that. So I might end up moving Cook to my hooker position, and then of course Griffin will be on our running onside onto the bench, so that won't be too bad. Of course you will see that finalized in the preview video that should hopefully be out tomorrow. But moving down the list, Tom Burgess did pretty well, just short 1. He was projected for 42, he got 41, so I'm pretty happy with that. His performance was pretty damn good as well, so him and Griffin did very well. Like I said, Tom Burgess just falling short of his projected. Tapau, excellent, like 62 out of 61, projected for 61. Like I said before, with Burgess being 1 short, Tapau went 1 over. So Martin Tapau, that was awesome. So those 3 definitely keeping on my team. Like I said, guys, we're going to be talking about players that of course got injured in the round, players that did terrible that maybe I should like consider getting rid of. And of course in the preview video that should be up for round 3, like round 3's preview, I'll be talking about, you know, who's my actual lineup for that round, what I'm hoping like to see, like outcomes of players, and of course I'll tell you my predictions of who I'm going for in that games, like all the games of course for that round. But moving down the list, as you can see, Harris, very well. He's projected to get 62. He ended up getting 71. So that is actually very good. Kikau, not as well as he did last week. I believe he was very, very high last week in round number 1. However, he was projected to get 35 for this one. Got 29. I'm still happy with Kikau. I don't know if I'll have him on the field. It all depends. I might give him one more shot on the field. If not, he'll be running off the bench. But he is a great player for Penrith, so definitely worth keeping. We have Rockow, of course, from the Tigers. Projected for 34, only got 27, but that's not too bad, you know. He's only just a little bit short, you know. You can't beg and you can't choose. He got 7 points short of his projection. Not that bad, you know, maybe it was an off week for him. Tigers did end up winning, but there was a lot of penalties conceded in that match. So it's kind of like, maybe I should like not really worry too much and give him another go and see how he goes. But the next one, of course, is our standout superstar. And that is Nathan Cleary, who is our captain, projected for 136, smashed it out of the park with 152 points. That is awesome. As well, like, he is the captain of the team, so obviously he's going to have a little bit more points added to his like projection. But considering he got 152 out of 136, very, very good. Definitely happy keeping him at halfback. Of course, Luke Brooks is his backup, so Brooks is playing on the bench for us. So it's awesome to have Cleary. It's awesome to have Cleary on the field and like hitting 152. That is what we need. Munster, however, he was projected to get 79 and only got 25. Fair enough, you know, it was against the Tigers. Like I said, both teams, a lot of penalties, a lot of penalty goals conceded. He was playing at 5'8", so normally plays 5'8" and fullback, but because Slater's back, Munster went straight into 5'8". Like I said, low scoring match for him. His backup on my field, like on my reserves, is Benji. So I don't know. Maybe I'll give him one more chance or a couple more chances for Munster. He's a great player, so maybe it was just an off week. You know, like I said, a lot of penalties conceded. Latrell Mitchell, not too bad. You know, projected for 56, only got 43, so better than what he did last week in round number 1. He got a pretty low score last week. Moving on. Roberts from the Broncos, projected for 92, only got 63, so it's not too bad. I'm still pretty happy with him. Like I said, maybe it was just because they won. Yeah, they beat the Cowboys. Yeah, so they beat the Cowboys, so even though they beat him, he obviously didn't beat his projection, but I still like him. He's a gun player, so I think I'll give him some more chances before I consider pushing him out or anything like that. And of course, Hiku, projected for 35, smashed it out of the park with a whopping extra 50 points by getting 85 as his points. Now that is awesome, definitely keeping him there. Thompson, you know, projected for 97 after last round number 1 where he kicked it out of the park. Only got 54 this one. Like I said, a lot of penalties in that match, but he did pretty well on the field. So whether or not he stays on the field, I'll have to decide before I do, of course, my round 3 preview. If you want to put any suggestions, guys, in the comments, make sure you definitely do, and I'll consider switching players into different areas if that's what you think. And of course, our fullback was Ponga, projected 58, getting a 93 points, very good. He only missed 1 conversion. He got like a penalty goal, and I think he got like 4 out of 5 kicks, so pretty damn well for Ponga. Like, I'm very happy with his performance. Moving to our bench, of course, we have, well, our reserve slash bench. We have Cook, projected for 48, got 81. Very, very good. Like I said, it's a toss-up between him starting on the field or Griffin. And Griffin did not that bad, I believe. Yeah, he got 41 out of 39, but of course, Cook did a lot better. So Cook might get the running onside, and then Griffin will be on the bench running onto the field after. Lou, projected for 38, got 36. Not too bad, 2 points short, you know. Very happy with that. Lodge, 53 projected, got 47. It's not too bad either. Like I said, he's only a little bit short, 6 points short of his projection, so not that bad. Arrow did very well, so maybe worth putting him onto the field and taking Rockall off, putting Rockall on the bench or something. Because Arrow, you know, projected for 35, got 76. That was pretty good. So very happy with that. And then of course, Bromwich, projected for 37, got 38, 1 over, so that's not too bad. Moving down, we have Louis, projected for 25, got 41. Very, very happy with that. Good work from him. Luke Brooks, projected for 52, got 62, so we got 10 extra points. Very good for Brooks. Like I said, he is running off my bench. Marshall, he was projected for 39, only got 16. Not too bad, but like not too good, considering last week he did a lot better than this week, but he's meant to be running off the bench, and you're meant to have Reynolds on the field, but Reynolds not meant to be coming back until like round 3 or 5, I believe. I think it's like, not, yeah, 4 or 5, something like that. So, like I said, that's why Marshall's on my reserves. He's not on the actual field or on the bench at the moment, because I'm pretty happy with Munster and, like I said, I got Munster and Marshall as my 2 5'8s on my team, and then of course Brooks and Cleary as my halfbacks. I probably should have bought Luke Brooks in the 5'8, but it's better to keep him in where he's in the halfback. So very happy. Like I said, Marshall, you know, I'm always going to keep Marshall. I don't know if I'll keep him on my team or not. We'll give him a couple more rounds and see how he goes after that. But of course, O'Neill, 37 projected, got 40. Very, very good. You know, only 3 points, but still pretty damn good, you know. Copley, what did he get? He got projected for 48, got 47, so 1 point short, not too bad. And then of course Ross, projected for 51, got 53, very good. very happy with that. And of course, our backup fullback, Jordan Kahu, projected for 38, got 5 points. Now, that is understandable. The reason why he got those 5 points is because he broke his jaw. He's out. He's going to be out until, I believe, like round 12, round 6, round 12. I think it's round 12. I know, I read it somewhere, but yeah, he broke his jaw. He won't be coming back, so I'm going to have to consider trading him. I need a backup fullback, so I'm going to most likely have to trade him. So we're going to find out when we do that. Of course, you'll see that moving into the next round. I'll trade him before the next round 3 preview. But yeah, we did pretty well in round number 2. This was, like I said, the round review / recap. So it wasn't too bad. Like I said, our team did pretty damn well. So I think with the way that they're going on the field right now, as you can see, I don't know what these scores are. I know Kahu's projected for it was in the 2030 or something like that. So maybe that's projected for round 3. Their projected score and their previous scores from the last round, but we know Cleary ended up getting higher than that. He got 152, so maybe that was just added on from being captain. But like I said, very, very happy with how the team's going. As you can see, these are the matches for this week. We have the Storm versus the Cowboys, Bulldogs versus Panthers, Tigers versus Broncos, Raiders versus Warriors, Rabbitohs versus Seagulls, Eels versus Sharks, Titans versus the Dragons, and Roosters versus the Knights. So not too bad of a lineup. Of course, Tigers playing on Friday. That's going to be very interesting. But like I said, guys, with the way that the teams are looking right now, I'm pretty damn happy with our teams. Round 3 trades. Not really sure, but I know there is something down here. We'll wait for this to load, and we can talk about the most traded out players for, of course, from round 2 and the most traded in. Well, like I said, guys, this was I guess you could say, we didn't get to do the preview for round number 2. However, we did get to do our review recap of round number 2. And then, like I said, tomorrow we should have the preview for round number 3, which of course we'll talk about the lineup that I've chosen. I could probably make a couple of late changes if he's let me know in the comments down below. But like I said, I'll be going through switching players in and out of positions. I think I might put Cook on the field and Griffin on the bench, but still have Griffin on the actual running game side bench. But I've got some things to think about. Like I said, Arrow did very well. Kikau, he's done pretty well as well. Rockow, I probably would switch Rockow for Arrow, but like I said, when we do the preview for round number 3, I'll show you all of that. We'll go through how the line's up, who I've tipped out of all these matches down here, of course. And yeah, we'll go through our final lineup for round number 2 and hopefully see how we go. And yeah, I'm hoping that with this season of the Super Coach NRL, the series that we're doing on the channel, guys, we're going to be doing previews of the up and coming rounds, and of course once those rounds are done, we'll be doing the recap reviews, and I'll be going through not only my team, how my players all went, what we got score wise, and of course I guess you could say the scores of the matches and what teams I tipped for and whatnot in my tab bets, and if I won anything. But like I said, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this one. If you did, hit that like button hard, but not too hard, guys, because you will break your computers. Oh wait, here they are, they showed up finally. Okay, we'll quickly go through this and then we'll finish it up. So most traded out, Kahu, of course, injured, so a lot of people are trading him out right now. I can understand that. He's going for about 349,000, so I'm going to get some good points from that, so I can go and buy another fullback as a backup for Ponga if Ponga was to get injured. Of course, Latrell still getting traded out. He was getting traded out last week too, but I'm giving him the chance. I see potential in Latrell Mitchell. I know he's a great player, so I'm still giving him a shot. If he doesn't improve though over the next week or two, next couple of rounds, then I'll probably have to kick him out. Munster, same goes for him. Good player. Unfortunately, like I said, they were just plagued with a lot of penalties in that round, so we'll see how he fares up against the Cowboys. Rocco, Munster and Lodge, I'm going to give them all a couple more chances. Same with Latrell. I think Munster, Rocco and Lodge just had not bad weeks, but just wasn't as good as what they were in the previous weeks. And then Latrell, like I said, he needs to start stepping up a little bit more to make the team. Kahu, we're going to have to kick him out, unfortunately, even though he's a great player. And of course, people that are being bought in the most from other players right now are bringing in Pengai, Johnson, Kenner, Madison, and Semi. They're all getting brought in to probably, as you can see, there's a lot of centers, wingers in there, halfback. You got your front rows and the second rows, so not too bad, you know. I don't know if any of those I bring in. Maybe, I have no idea. I don't need Johnson because, like I said, I have Cleary and I have Brooks, and they're both doing very well. So I don't really need Johnson, even though it would be good to have Johnson. I don't need him at the moment. Maybe I can snatch him for the 5/8 if he's in the available list. But guys, hopefully you did enjoy this first episode, even though it's only round 2's recap review episode. Hopefully you do enjoy this new series of the Daily Telegraph's NRL Supercoach. If you do, guys, like I said, hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the dog squad, and spread the word of JSTOG to everybody you know. Tick that little bell as well, guys, to become part of the notification dog squad, and you'll be notified every single time I upload a new video to the YouTubes or I go live on the channel. And guys, if you want to follow me on any social medias, make sure you do. I have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Twitch. They're all linked in the description down below. And guys, let's get a minimum of 15 likes on this video right here, right now, right up in your face to show your support for this new series, the channel, and of course, NRL as a whole. But guys, let me know in the comments down below how hype you are to see Supercoach on the channel. I'm definitely enjoying doing this. I love doing my bets through the tab. So of course, regardless, I'm always going to do that. But of course, with NRL Supercoach, never did it before this round. We did pretty damn well. And yeah, hopefully moving forward, we can keep carving it up and having some more fun along the way. So feel free to let me know in the comments down below how your Supercoach team did in round number 2, guys. Let me know, did you beat your projected score for that round? We were just a little bit short, I believe. But we only lost one player. Let me know if you lost Kahu, if you had him on your team as well, guys. Do you have any of the same players as me? Let me know in the comments down below. But stay tuned because we will have round 3's preview up hopefully tomorrow, so you'll get to see how the lineup of our team is going into round number 3 is going to look like. And of course, this series is going to go on till, of course, the end of the NRL season, so I hope you enjoy seeing this every single week. But guys, if you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and as always, stay awesome. The JSTOG is out of here. See you.